Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Give This 92, giving you guys the latest and exclusive content on new music, entertainment, news, and all that good stuff. I'm here rolling the punches with these videos, so sit back, relax, and enjoy my honest opinions, my honest reviews, and what do I think about, like I said, stuff. So, Cassie, she released another song called Speaking of. And Cassie, she's been really, like I said, putting in the work, putting out new music. I just ran across this record yesterday, and I didn't even know that she put it out. Also alongside with those other singles too. Um, and what I like about the sound of Cassie, she's going more in like that dark, moody R&B, and more back to her sound. And I did research on Cassie's music career because I did grow up with her. I did grow up with like when she debuted, like with her debut album. That was back in like 2006 or 2000. I think it was in 2006. So really, she had something to offer, or if it was in 2007. And I remember like her blowing up, and then now she's back at it with like putting out new music. One thing about Cassie, her sound was distinct before. She did have like a moody, that sensual, gritty of R&B, more of like that, the vibe of like Aaliyah, and even like other influences too. Cause I heard even her records before, like Me and You, Long Way to Go, especially with those two records. She had more like that, kind of like a dark appeal, mystique. And what I really hate the fact that her music career didn't take further because, like I said, drama and BS and all that crazy stuff. But really, for her, I think that she already had like paved the way in terms of like the sound of like that dark alternative R&B. Because at the time I was little, I think I was still in like elementary, going to middle school. But I do remember her blowing up. I mean, she did have like a sound, but the thing is, now as I look back at it, that's why I think Cassie had really pretty much so much like potential to like really have like more of a successful music career. And then also she fits in the lane of like the Janae Eichels and like the Tinashes, um, even the Brandies in terms of like the sound itself. And I think that even for her departure in music, it was very, very frustrating that, like I said, I could have really swore that she would have still been like making her music, but it's all good, like I said, she found a new freedom, creative way to express herself in her art. Speaking of, is a really dope record. The producers, she's worked with, like they are really like pretty much like putting in the work, like making sure that she sounds like distinct from everybody else, and her sound in her lane is more like more kind of just in that, I would say, nostalgic and a little bit of like spontaneous and like that spark. And I like that for her. She's just going in for the kill. And I like that this song right here, speaking of, is another vulnerable, emotional record. She's speaking in her perspective as a woman, and like she talking about like her partner, like, listen, we go through ups and downs in our relationships, but like I said, it's just speaking of, just want to make things work. And I like that even for her, she should do more records like this. But I also would like to hear like up tempo records that have like that fun, that sass. And I also think that she fits really, really, really well in like that lane of just being versatile. And I think because of her not really having the control of her music career and not really having like the freedom to express her music and have a voice in her music as a singer, she felt like pent up frustration. And I think that this is now, like I said, she's releasing these new records. She's now becoming her own artist, which I really appreciate. And I really love the fact that she's not giving up on music, which really, if you have a passion for music, just do it. Just make sure you get the right connections and network. So I think that this is a great start. I think this is a great start in her like music career and her return to music. So yeah, because really for her, it's just like, I always say this: when you stick to like what you know, and also you're not afraid to take risks, and you're not afraid to like push the grain, that's what really makes you who you are. And I like that regardless of what people say about her music career, because I understand, but I am so tired of like the narrative where we get to write off these artists. We don't know what they go through. So when talent is there, put to the forefront, you know, we should support. We have the right to, or if you don't want to, that's fine. But I just think that Cassie, like I said in my previous video, she just didn't have like the right people, you know, behind the scenes say, okay, you know what, you can do this, and you know what, try something different with your sound, and don't be afraid to, you know, stand out, you know, and separate yourself. Because nowadays, like I said, my last video, you already know, I did a little rant about, you know, things are returning, but people are going to have to really get on the ball and stay focused and focus on the main importance of like the music should speak for itself. But overall, I think that speaking of, it's a really good record. Production has more like that melodic, you know, R&B, dark, moody R&B, alternative vibe. So Cassie, keep doing what you're doing. Keep up the great work. So yeah, guys, what do you guys think of the record? Speaking of, don't be afraid to like, share, comment, subscribe on my video. Don't be afraid to hit that notification bell. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And as always, your girl is checking out. So stay tuned on the next episode of Gifted Since '92 Dragon Ball Z narrator reference. Peace. Bye bye.